The inevitable truth. One day, you and I will leave this world. No matter our wealth, our status, or our power, we will all be brought back to this inescapable reality: death. But have you ever thought about what will happen after that your eyes close for the last time? Allah reminds us, every soul will taste death, and to us you will be returned. Surah Al-Ankabut 29:57. Imagine the moment your body is carried by crying loved ones, then placed in the cold earth. Those who loved you are slowly moving away. The footsteps fade, and then silence. First encounter with the beyond. The air is heavy. The black is absolute. You are there, lying there, speechless, without strength. The echo of the earth thrown on your coffin still resonates. Your loved ones have left, leaving you alone in this narrow home. The walls of your tomb hold you like an inevitable embrace. Suddenly a cold shiver runs through your being. A presence is required. Two silhouettes appear in the darkness, imposing, austere. Munkar and Nakir are there. Their gaze pierces your soul, and their voices resonate like impending judgment. Who is your Lord? Such a simple question, and yet your tongue is heavy. Your heart trembles. Your mind searches for an answer. But have you really experienced it? Have you really recognized Allah as your Lord in your life here on earth? Or have you forgotten it in the fleeting pleasures of the world? The silence drags on. The weight is heavy. What is your religion? Did you follow Islam sincerely, or did you take it as just a name? Have you lived according to the commandments of Allah, or have you walked carelessly, neglecting your prayers, rejecting your duties, thinking that life is eternal? The angels are waiting. Who is this man who was sent to you? Your heart beats faster. The name of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is etched in your mind, but have you really followed him? Did you take him as a model in your life, or simply as a historical figure? At this moment, memories flood in. The times when you neglected your obligations, the excuses you gave yourself, missed prayers, promises of repentance postponed. But time is up. God said, "In that day we will seal their mouths, while their hands will speak to us, and their feet will bear witness to what they have done." Surah Yasin 36:65. If your heart was attached to Allah, if you had built a sincere relationship with Him, then your answers would have come naturally, with confidence. A soft light would have illuminated your grave, a heavenly fragrance would have filled the air, and peace would have enveloped your being. But if your heart was empty of faith, if your soul was detached from the truth, then this first night would only be the beginning of eternal fear. A story that resonates. The man who forgot. Once upon a time, there was a powerful, respected, and loved man. He built empires and accumulated wealth, but he forgot one thing: his soul. One day, without warning, death seized him. When he was buried, he heard a voice asking him, "Who is your Lord?" His heart raced. He knew the answer. He had heard it 1,000 times, but he had never heard it lived. His silence was his first punishment. Those who deny our signs and turn away from them in pride, the gates of heaven will not be opened to them, and they will not enter paradise until a camel passes through the eye of a needle. Surah Al-Araf 7:40. Eternal solitude or divine light. But all is not lost. There are those who have built their faith in this world, and for them, the grave is not a place of terror. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "When the believer is laid in his grave, he sees a man with a bright face, wearing beautiful clothes and emitting a pleasant odor. He asks him, 'Who are you?' He answers, 'I am your good deeds.'" Ahmed. Have you prepared this light which will accompany you? Have you cultivated the good works that will become your comfort? Allah dit, He who does good, even with the weight of an atom, will see it. Surat Az-Zalzala 99:7. A question for you. Are you ready? When night falls for you, will you be at peace, or will you be in anguish? The doors of repentance are still open. The seconds pass. But as long as your heart is beating, it's not too late. Allah is merciful and awaits your return. Say, O my servants who have transgressed against yourselves, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. For Allah forgives all sins. Yes, He is the forgiving, the most merciful. Surah Az-Zumar 39:53.